Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I think I was a couple seconds late there. I was just listening to the music and then I completely forgot that my timer was about to run out. But hello, hello. It's been a couple days. I hope you had a good couple of days. My name is Suffers or Z for those of you who don't know. And yeah, I do a lot of Minecraft content, and currently I'm also doing a lot of Duolingo content because I just want to learn languages at the minute. That's all I really want. We are doing Spanish Duolingo. I had zero experience with Spanish. Then I started learning some Spanish on Duolingo in about February on a different account. And then about a month or so ago, I decided to move it to stream. And we've been doing it since June 30th. I haven't missed a day. Whenever I stream, I try to get a couple lessons in. Whenever I'm not streaming, I just do a little practice. And hopefully, that way I can get better at Spanish. On top of Duolingo, I also, of course, just watch Spanish content on Twitch, on YouTube, everything like that, to try and maybe get better at Spanish. But we've currently made a lot of progress. When I started doing Duolingo on here, I did a placement test, which placed me like 12 units ahead of where I actually originally was. So some of the basics we have missed, but we've made a little bit of progress. Hello, hello, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And I think for today, I'm definitely going to start Unit 31. I want to see if I can possibly finish all of this in one day, in one stream, if you will, which it's only like 9 topics, but then you've got to do like 4 or 5 of lessons in each, so it could take, I might not be able to get it done. Maybe I will, but that is kind of the plan for today, and I think it'll probably take us a while, so it'll probably only be Duolingo today, but I'm thinking probably one of these days I'm going to get back to doing some modded Minecraft content, because why not, I've missed my modded Minecraft, but yeah, currently all my brain wants to do is Duolingo. Hola! Muy bien. I'm very good. I don't know if in Spanish you don't really say I am doing well, but it feels weird because obviously like you type como estás and I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. But I just feel like I'm saying doing good. So for my brain that doesn't make sense, like written to spoken interaction that way. But yeah, I think that's the plan for today. Just maybe hopefully getting all of Unit 31 done. I think with 9 units we can get it done because this we did in like 2 steps. Okay, this was also about like 9, 10, 11 lessons, so maybe that is a bit of a stretch for me to be able to do 9 in 1 today. But at least I can try. So I think with that said, we might as well just jump in, because otherwise we're never going to get this done. But from what I remember, this looked like it was going to be a fun little unit. You started learning Portuguese, that's fun. Finished the first unit. That's always exciting when you start a new language and you like finish the first unit. Portuguese is pretty cool. I've heard it a bunch. And yeah, it definitely seems like a fun language to learn, especially like after Spanish, or if you already know Spanish. It sounds like it could be a very fun language to learn.
¿Te gusta esta blusa roja?
Do you like this red blouse? ¿Te gusta esta blusa roja? Blouse, yeah, okay, that was a good guess.
Este vestido es menos caro.
Oh, I actually don't know. Este vestido es menos caro. This dress is something expensive. Maybe less expensive? Oh yeah, we're doing comparison, of course. Nos gustemos de você. I think that's how you spell it? I see. I honestly have no idea what you just said, I'll be honest. Nos is like we. Gustemos, I'm gonna assume, is something like gusta. And then de você, I have no idea. No idea. But yeah, I think comparison, menos would be less. Este vestido es menos caro.
Este vestido es menos caro.
Você es tú. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I'll pick up some Portuguese as well from the content I'm watching, and then it'll be a whole mess because I'll just get all my languages mixed together.
No me gusta esta gorra azul.
No me gusta esta gorra azul. I don't like this blue something. Dope. like this blue, I'm guessing cap. Gorra for cap. That's gonna be difficult for me to remember at first, I think. Gorra's cap.
Esta chaqueta es más bonita.
Esta chaqueta es más bonita. This jacket is more beautiful, prettier. Got a misspelling. Nos gostamos de você. Oh, okay. Yeah. Close though. Good for if it's a new language you're learning. Boom. Esta chaqueta es muy buena. Mi perro no tiene frío.
Frío.
This jacket is very beautiful. My dog is not cold.
Necesito una gorra más grande. Necesito una gorra más grande.
We like you. Yeah, I guess that was kind of what I was assuming it kind of meant around because of the similarity between gusta and gustamos. Or yeah. Necesita un gorra más grande. We need a more big cap. Yep.
¿Tiene usted una chaqueta más grande?
Tiene usted una chaqueta más grande? I feel like they must have given us chaqueta before, or did they not? Like, did they always give us abrigo? And I just kind of figured out it could also be chaqueta. Do you have a bigger jacket? Because I feel like I've heard chaqueta before.
Estos zapatos son más cómodos.
It should have given me chaqueta before. Maybe. I think maybe I like looked at the word and saw it had that different spelling, and then maybe I just automatically started using chaqueta instead of abrigo. Because it's just easier with the English jacket, of course. Estos zapatos son más cómodos. These shoes are more comfortable. Yes. But maybe they changed it so now jaqueta isn't taught at the beginning. Could be. They change a lot of stuff frequently, but you know what? It's actually funny going from phone to computer because it's very different on the two platforms. Like now cinturón is taught. Oh. Sometimes I wonder if because I already accidentally looked at this word, if I don't look at the word, if they'll stop repeating it to me as quickly. I'm not sure I do. Like, it sounds very familiar. Yeah, it's belt. Yeah. They definitely have taught me that one.
La camisa es más cara que la falda.
Oh? La camisa es más cara que la falda. The shirt. Yes, the shirt. What I find funny between camisa and camiseta, which is shirt and t-shirt, is that the only difference is also like a T, right? So in English, you've got a shirt and a T-shirt. And then in Spanish, you have a camisa and a camiseta. So it's again like a T, which is the only reason I ever know the difference. La camisa es más caro is more expensive than the skirt. So I guess in this sense, the que is than. Yeah. Que is just the magical all possibilities word. Like I feel like if you put like a document down with all possible definitions for que, it would just have like 100 different words it could translate to. Esa blusa es más barata que mi sándwich. Cuesta $2 y mi sándwich cuesta $3. So this blouse is more cheap, okay, than my sandwich. It costed $2 and my sandwich costed $3. I feel like costed isn't an English word, but it gets the point across. It was costs. That's the word I was looking for. I love it when the English doesn't word. Esta tienda tiene ropa más barata que la tienda del hotel. This clothing shop has clothes more cheap than the shop in the hotel. Another thing in Hebrew, kaseta sounds like kaseta. And it's similar to camiseta. I see. I only know the English word cassette. I don't even know if caseta is an English word I have the knowledge of. So I don't know. But yeah, it does sound similar to camiseta, so I can see that that would maybe confuse. So the clothing shop has cheaper clothes than the shop at the hotel. Hoy salgo tarde. Today is something late. I have a lot of work. Or... oh, it's the opposite. Okay, I see. I don't actually know how I would translate this one. So I know exactly what this sentence means, and this is meant to be a response. Esta gorra cuesta mucho dinero. This cap costs a lot of money. Pues is so. So no. Pues, okay, so no, this cap costs a lot of money. Or cost, I don't know. Not really, okay. Not really. This cap costs a lot of money. So they're in this clothing shop, right? And person A goes, this clothing shop is much cheaper than the shop at the hotel. And then the other goes, not really, this cap costs a lot of money. Which realistically says nothing, because like the same cap at the hotel store could still cost more money. But okay, now this interaction makes more sense. I think maybe pues by itself could mean so, but then maybe in this context it has like a slightly different meaning. I don't know. Google Translate is translating pues as like well, so it'd be like well no. El motel es menos caro que el hotel. The motel is less cheap than the hotel. Less. Menos minus. Menos minus. That's where we gotta go. Oh, you mix the pues and entonces. That, okay. You know, mix-ups, they still happen all the time. Pues is then. I see. Okay, menos minus. Menos minus minus. Everything is something usually and then not anymore.
Cómodo.
Cómodo? I would pronounce this as Komodo, like the Komodo dragon, but it's not. It's Komodo.
Cómodo.
Because, of course, the accent. Cómodo. Pues vamos, then we go. Makes sense.
Esta silla es menos cómoda.
Esta.
Silla es menos cómoda.
This something is less comfortable. Sia.
Esta silla es menos cómoda.
Sia. Have they given us Sia today? Chair. I feel like I've recently heard Sia a bunch, like chair. But I can't remember why, and now I'm wondering when I just was hearing people talk about chairs. Or reading a story talking about chairs. I don't know. Very, muy, blusa, blouse.
Blusa.
Teacher, maestro.
Maestro.
Town, pueblo.
Pueblo.
Suitcase, maleta.
Maleta.
Oh, I should probably click the answer. Stuhl. T-shirts are always very comfortable. Oh, there we go. Las camisetas.
Camisetas
Siempre son
son
muy
muy
cómodas. That's
cómodas.
German chair. Ooh. I'm gonna learn chair in all the languages. Do you have a larger jacket?
Una
Chaqueta.
chaqueta. grande.
No, it has to be usted. Does it? You would be tienes.
Usted, un chaqueta más grande.
I think it has to be that way because otherwise this wouldn't refer to you. You know, Chair in 4 languages. Smart. Sometimes I think there is words like or phrases that I just kind of know in more languages, like things like thank you and stuff, or maybe hello. Because like you need, like if you ever encounter somebody who speaks that language, that's maybe the first kind of words you want to use. So maybe I just know a lot of like hellos or thank yous, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I was right that this had to be an usted. I wasn't sure why to put usted because I would have said usted tiene, but because of the capitalization, I couldn't do that. But we have a perfect lesson, which is one of the goals. And then we'll just have to do one more. And there we go, a 40-day streak. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we're all the way at the bottom, but we're moving up in the world. First place is 705. Last week I finished second, I will admit. But you know what? It is what it is. Maybe it'll be funny to finally get first place in like the highest rank. Aloha.
Esas chicas no son bajas.
Yeah, I think that is the one risk you run if you know how to say hello in their language. Maybe they'll start speaking quickly and then you're like, oh, I actually don't really know that much. Which I think if somebody like were to approach me in Spanish and I was like, oh, I speak a little bit Spanish, they'd just like maybe go really quickly and then I'd also just have no idea. Esas chicas no son bajas. These girls are not short.
Estos precios son peores.
Estos precios son peores. Okay, I remember when looking at the guide for this lesson, peores was like worse, like the opposite of mejor. So these prices are worse. Precios are prices. Okay. Son peores.
Estos precios son peores.
Yeah, peores. Okay, fair. We'll have to work on our pronunciation, but so far...
Los precios aquí son mejores.
Los precios aquí son mejores. The prices here are better. Or best. I think mejor is best? I'm not sure. Si estos zapatos son mejores, son muy bonitos y más cómodo que los otros. Yes, these shoes are better. They are very beautiful and more comfortable than others. Mejor is better. Okay. So it isn't best quite yet.
Miguel es más famoso que Pablo.
Miguel es más famoso que Pablo. That's just the whole sentence. Miguel is more famous than Pablo. El más alto is highest. I see. So it'd just be like el más... whatever. To be like the best of something. The most. Okay, the highest one. I see. So famoso, I'm just assuming is famous. I don't like to look at the new word for some reason, so we're just not gonna.
Yo creo que mi novia es muy bella.
Yo creo que mi novia es muy bella. I think that my girlfriend is very beautiful. Bella. Exactly, we're doing it on challenge mode. But like usually it's simple enough from the sentence. And like I know it couldn't be like I think that my girlfriend is very something, very woman, very fish. So like it was famous or beautiful and we just had famous. A lot of the times I'm just assuming things like that.
Somos tan altos como tú.
Bella ciao indeed. Somos tan altas como tú. We are so tan in this case is are. No, it's more. It's more. As tall as you. So tan is as. Okay. We are as tall as you.
La niña es tan bella como su madre.
La niña
es tan bella como su madre.
The girl is as beautiful as her mother.
La niña es tan bella como su madre.
Yeah, I guess so. Your dad finds it funny how people say ciao when they meet up, since in Spanish ciao is bye. Yeah, I would also argue that ciao is definitely a parting word, like a goodbye. I wouldn't be like, ciao, how are you doing? Like, that doesn't, yeah. Nope, definitely a parting word.
Somos tan estudiosos como tú.
Right? Like, that just doesn't make sense to my brain. But there is, like, a lot of, well, I don't know about a lot, but there's definitely languages where they use the same word for hello and goodbye. So maybe to some people that makes sense. Somos tan estudiosos como tú. We are as studious as you. Estudiosos. Studious. Bella ciao is hello, Bella? That just sounds not correct in my brain. Short, bajos. But that is kind of a fun song to listen to. I definitely had my time where I would just try and be able to pronounce every word in that song. But that was before I knew any Spanish, so nothing to do with Romance languages was in my brain. And that just was a struggle.
Algunos estudiantes en la clase son bajos.
Algunos estudiantes en la clase son bajos. Yeah, it's Italian, but like I had no experience with any Romance languages because it was before I started learning my Spanish. So that made it definitely more difficult. Like now I'd maybe be better at it because I have experience with another Romance language. Algunos. Some. Okay. Nope. Some students in the class are short. Okay, that's just a sentence. Worse, peor.
Este restaurante es peor que el restaurante de Viena.
Este restaurante es peor que el restaurante de Viena. This restaurant is worse than the restaurant in Vienna, or Vienna restaurant. Yo te ayudo, me encanta estudiar. I help you, I love studying. That's not it. There's a song in Spanish which you knew was quite popular, but you forgot the name. Honestly, there's a lot of Spanish music that's quite popular nowadays. Like I think if you listen to like the top 100, a lot of the songs will also be in Spanish because that's like I think one of the main spoken languages other than English. So it's a lot of the songs tend to be on the Dame tu cosita. That's a song, I suppose. What was I saying? This restaurant is worse than the restaurant of Vienna. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can definitely imagine that. So it's definitely not this one, so it's this one. De veras no puedo ser. Maybe like really it can't be. Would be my guess. But I feel like it would be de verdad. But I guess it's de veras. Better, mejor.
Hay una tienda muy famosa cerca de aquí.
Hay una tienda muy famosa cerca de aquí. I have a shop, a very famous shop around here. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just the verb version of verdad. It sounds similar enough that I can be. Here again, de veras. Really? Can we go there? She's as famous as Diego.
Ella es tan famosa como él. Diego.
I don't know if it has to become well or not.
Diego.
Nope. Okay, no L. That's fine. But plural. Oh, that's an interesting change.
La niña es bella, bella, madre.
That's fun. We made one mistake.
Ella es tan famosa como Diego.
Fair enough. I'll take that. That was a gamble I was making, and I was wrong. But I believe we should have all our goals completed for today. If this will respond. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Now we've moved up. We were number 40, number 30. Now we're 18. But yeah, we've got a little bit of progress to make, so maybe
El mundo.
El mundo.
Somos muy delgados.
We are very thin. Delgados.
Este gato es muy gordo.
This cat is very fat.
Mi perro es gordo porque come mucho.
My dog is big because it eats a lot. Okay, fair enough. That was
Este
just...
libro es el peor.
This library is the worst. Este libro es el peor. This book? Now I'm rushing. Okay.
El peor del mundo.
The worst in the world.
Mi bebé es el más bonito.
Yeah, biblioteca. I was just rushing that one, I suppose. Mi bebé es el más bonita. My baby is the prettiest.
¿Sabes? Este restaurante es demasiado caro.
Yeah. I just sometimes gotta remember not to rush, but then also I'm trying to complete 9 lessons in one go, so maybe we'll see how it goes. Maybe we won't finish it if I can't rush. We'll see. Do you understand? This restaurant is the most, or too expensive. Sí, porque es el más famoso del mundo. Yes, because it's the most famous in the world. Yeah, speedrunning is fun. We'll see if we
Este es el mejor regalo.
if we keep at it. I think I can maybe get quicker at this. This is the best player. Nope, gift. Okay, there's a fine line between speedrunning and running too fast to think, and I just gotta find it. There was el más famoso. Oh yeah, the most famous. So that would be... Yeah, okay, I see. Este es el peor restaurante del mundo. This is the worst restaurant in the world, but it's the best in the city. That's just an awful compliment to get.
¿Quién es el mejor jugador de tenis? ¿Quién?
Es
El
mejor.
de tenis. ¿Quién es el mejor jugador de tenis? Tenis.
Who is the best player of tennis player?
Mi hermana es la más alta.
Again, la más alta, so that's the tallest. My sister is the tallest.
Tú eres la más inteligente de la clase.
You are the most intelligent one in the class. So, la más intelligent, the most. You are the most intelligent one in the class.
Tú quieres comprar una maleta barata y esa es la más barata.
Tú quieres comprar una maleta barata y esa es la más barata. You want to buy a cheap suitcase, and this is the cheapest. Since you don't say you are the intelligentest one of the class often. I see, okay, yeah. Intelligentest, that would be fun. Sí, pero sabes, no es elegante. Yes, but do you understand? Like, do you know it's not elegant? But you know what? It's not elegant. Okay. Sabes is like, you know, exactly. you know. Thin. I think it was delgado. Los gatos en esta puebla son gordos porque comen mucho. The cats in this town are fat because they eat a lot.
Tú eres muy delgado, Rafael. Eres muy delgado, Rafael.
Very well. We're doing
Mi perro
good.
es gordo porque come mucho.
It was a pretty funny cat, to be fair. My dog is fat because it eats a lot. The mistake I made was instead of fat, I put big.
Este libro es el peor.
This book is the worst. The mistake here was book versus library. Oh?
Este es el mejor regalo.
Okay, yeah. This is the best gift. Yeah, I agree that they probably could have given me correct for substituting big with fat, but maybe in some languages the distinction is more important, and so I suppose Spanish might be one of those where they have very clear lines between a word that is big and a word that is fat. This was just a mistake. I was going way too quickly. Yeah, you have to say gordo, exactly. They wanted to reiterate it to me, I suppose. Okay.
Qué elegante.
How elegant.
¡Qué divertido!
How fun. I like that. How fun. Me encanta comprar ropa. The way you remember Gordo is from Slime Rancher? Oh, fair. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a lot of Slime Rancher being played, so, or maybe it was a long time ago, so I don't actually have that connection. I love buying clothes and in new cities, places, countries.
¡Qué interesante!
How interesting. I like this lesson. They're just giving me 2-sentence words. That would make sense that they're called the Gorda Slimes then, yes. Que interessante y que museo. How interesting and how the museum is big. Que interessante is used a lot. Fair, yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that it's an important phrase to learn, but I feel like the way they're repeating it is just great for me to learn it very quickly. And how the museum, and what a museum that's big. I think it's just this one. Okay, no. It should be tan grande. Okay.
¡Qué gato tan bonito!
What a pretty cat. Tan is as, I see. So when it's like, what a, and then you want to complement it or like add an adjective to it, yes, then you have to do a tan. I see. Que elegante, que vestido tan bonito. Yeah, no, I like this unit. They're very like, they're repeating 2 phrases, but they're teaching you how to interact. It's hard to explain exactly what's than.
Sara,
Yeah.
qué abrigo tan bonito tienes.
Sarah, what a pretty coat you have. Yeah, it's just when you use a what a, you have to put a tan in before the adjective. I think it's more like such in this case. Such a pretty coat you have.
¡Qué casa tan bonita!
What a pretty house.
Qué falda tan bonita. Qué falda tan bonita.
What a pretty skirt.
Este lugar es muy popular.
This place is very popular. Lugar, place.
Qué blusa tan bonita.
Que blusa tan bonita. What a pretty blouse.
El español es un idioma muy popular.
El español es un idioma muy popular. Spanish is a very popular language.
Este restaurante es muy popular y a menudo hay gente famosa.
Este restaurante es muy popular y a menudo hay gente famosa. This restaurant is very popular and often has famous people. Popular is a thing that is popping up a lot right now, to be very fair. Popular and pop. And often has famous people. Yep. Are you serious? How interesting.
Esta
Boom.
bicicleta es tan vieja.
This bicycle is this bicycle is so old. I guess.
Qué elegante es la gente de esta ciudad.
How elegant are the people in this city? Are you really seriously? I think they are not elegant. Popular, populares. Okay, that was the first one we got popped up with, so that's fair enough that we didn't know. So if it is que something, we have to have the tan. It's just sentence structure, I suppose. El gato es tan bonito que el perro. The cat is more beautiful than the dog. I see. Oh, is as beautiful as the dog. Yeah, no, we got this before, I think. Okay, let's see if we can get the zero mistake.
Es el mejor regalo.
This is the best gift. That was a silly mistake. Tan grande que tan. Yes.
Este libro es el peor.
This book is the worst. Es más bonita que. Is more beautiful than. Is que in this case than? More than, okay. I guess that's another sentence structure, right? So something es más bonito que something else. I think that's a lot when you start, like, after learning a new language. First, you gotta learn, like, simple, like, sole words, like libro, mañana, manzana. But then the next step really is gonna be learning sentence structures. And that's gonna... Hopefully I'll just absorb some like this. Menos bonito que, tan bonito que, más bonito que. So less pretty than, as pretty as, or more pretty than. Okay, that's good to have it listed out. That actually makes it make a little bit more sense. Just gotta hopefully start remembering menos. But I think menos and then linking it to minus should hopefully make that simple enough to remember. She's as famous as Diego. Okay.
Ella
es
es
as famous
famosa
as Diego.
Diego.
Menos is also similar to más. Yeah, actually. So less and more, menos más. Hopefully. I don't think como has to be any in there. Ella es tan famosa que Diego. I think that's fine. We had this one before, and my mistake was I wasn't sure if Diego needed an L before him. Más o menos, more or less. Oh, I bet you they're gonna teach me that one at some point. They're gonna make me go over it like 6 times, because they did that with before or after as well. Okay. Fair. I'll give that to them. I did mess that one up. Yeah. So she is more famous. No, she's as famous as. Okay. Fair enough.
Mi
We can make a
perro es gordo
mistake.
porque come mucho.
Is fat because it eats a lot. Okay, one mistake so far.
Interesante es tu amigo David.
Qué interesante es tu amigo David. How interesting is your friend David? Or your friend David is so interesting. Is so interesting. Maybe it depends on the verb. That could be it. Que elegante. Que vestido tan bonito. How elegant. How pretty this dress is? No. Okay. How elegant. What a pretty dress. So in this case, ke is what? I'm originally from the Netherlands, but my main language is English. So when I try to learn Spanish or any other languages, I link it to English, my knowledge of English. But once again, this is an example of how versatile ke is, because in even just this one phrase, it's already got two different meanings. Feeling the word to whatever you got. Fair. Yeah. That's probably a good way. Que something tan bonita. Me encanta.
Limpia. Encanta.
Caminar aquí. I love walking here. Yeah, walking here. Mainly English, even though your main language is Hebrew. Since you learn from English, it's often more similar. I can definitely see where that might be more useful. I feel like English is just a good language to build a base from, but I guess not, it wasn't technically be that case for a lot of Romance languages. Not really different meaning, it's just that the best English translation is not the direct translation. I see. Yeah, it's just like they don't technically have different meanings, it's just when translating it to a different language, it gets more difficult, which is with a lot of languages. I think you'll find that that's difficult. You linked avian to aviron. Yeah. How beautiful is, like, what a beautiful something. Both mean airplane. I see. I love walking here. What a beautiful something. I love walking here. What a beautiful place.
Lugar.
It's definitely not dance. This is either head or horse. I can't remember. I think it's place. What a beautiful place. I love walking here. There we go. Caballo is horse. Okay. Cabello is hair. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna be making mistakes on that forever. Que interesante, or whatever adjective you put in there, means how much interesting. So kind of like very interesting. Or like how interesting question mark, but then it's technically an exclamation, so it's like how interesting. So I guess that would be the closest. Yeah, exclamation mark, question mark. Translating between languages is so difficult. It's just, it's never gonna be, especially when you begin learning a language, of course, it's gonna be so much more difficult. Esta pueblo es más grande que mi ciudad. This village is much bigger than my city. Village versus city. Interesting. Okay, town versus village. I make that mistake, but town and village.
David es el peor jugador de béisbol.
Oh, okay. David
Es el peor jugador de béisbol.
I think that's what they said. It would make sense. David is the worst player of baseball, the worst baseball player.
David es el peor jugador de béisbol.
Okay. For hearing it like once and then being able to write it out, that's not bad.
¿Qué pantalón es el más caro? ¿Qué pantalón es el caro?
No, wait.
El más
I think it was
caro.
this one. And it's confusing because I heard pantalones, but I think it was pantalón eres. The difference between a village and a town may be vague between languages. I feel like the difference between a village and a town may be vague even in English. I think, in my head at least, they're just the same, sort of. Yeah, I don't think it is correct, but it's just what I heard, and now I'm gonna re-listen and see if I get a better idea.
¿Qué pantalón es el más caro? ¿Qué pantalón es el más caro?
¿Qué pantalón es el más caro? Because eres would be not applicable. Definitely. how would I translate this? ¿Qué pantalón es el más caro? What pants are more expensive? Which pants are more expensive? Okay. It's the more correct option, I see.
Sara, ¿qué abrigo tan bonito tienes? ¿Qué abrigo tan?
Oh, I forgot the rest. Será que abrigos tan bonito? Why isn't qual rather than que? Honestly, sometimes I wonder the same. Last time I did this, I found all the question words and wrote them all down. And of course, like, qual is like which, so which pants are your favorite, rather than que, what pants are your favorite. And this might be a proper phrase Spanish sentence that Duolingo is giving us. It could also be wrong. In languages that I'm more adept at, sometimes you're able to find mistakes on Duolingo. But I don't know if in spoken Spanish they'd use qual or que. I think it depends on if this is right or wrong. I definitely don't know because I have no idea what's happening. And I also missed the last half of the sentence.
Sara, ¿qué abrigo tan bonito tienes?
Bonito tienes. It was like which pants are more expensive was the translation of it. But instead of like cuál pantalón, they gave qué pantalón. I think maybe if it would have been cuál pantalones, that would have been maybe the proper phrasing. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I feel like Duolingo would definitely not begin teaching me slang like 30 units in. Like, if they teach it at all, it'd be much, much later.
Ella tan como Diego.
There we go. Yeah, I definitely don't think it'll teach me any slang, but like if it would, it wouldn't be this early on. Oh, we get our XP boost, which means hopefully we can run up these leaderboards. It does teach it on YouTube. Yeah, I believe we saw a couple of those. Say what you can do.
Nublado.
Nublado.
Fácil.
Fácil.
Edades.
Edades. Still, edades and age. That link isn't quite
Curso.
there yet. Curso.
Yo sé cuándo es tu cumpleaños.
Yo sé cuándo es tu cumpleaños. Oh, we get to do yo sé again. It's great to know slang, exactly. And I think that's why it's important to not only learn a language on a program like Duolingo, but also maybe watch shows or watch streams in that language, or just consume content and then or just like go to the country and experience it firsthand. But I think it's important to maybe absorb some spoken language, like casual spoken language. I know when your birthday is. That's also a good way to learn. I definitely think at some points, like, because I watch a lot of content in Spanish, I'll get to like a Duolingo lesson and I'll be like, here's a new word. And I'm like, I've known this for like months by now. I started learning some Spanish in February this year. And I just started doing it on stream 40 days ago. We had our 40 days today. But yeah, I think at first when I started, I was doing like one lesson a day. And then when I'm on stream now, I try to do a couple lessons. So hopefully catch up to what I know from listening to Spanish.
Otoño. Otoño.
Fall.
Febrero.
Febrero.
Palabra.
Palabra.
Mes.
Mes. Like, palabra was one of the words that they taught me like last unit. And I was like, I've known palabra for like ages. Started a new streak on Duolingo, exactly. Reading and listening should be done more though. Yeah, I think it's of course you kind of gotta do all of it. You gotta learn to read, write, listen, speak. But I think maybe building up a good base of like words, like enlarging your like word bank. I started learning Spanish in February, but only on stream 40 days ago, and that's when I kind of really started doing more of it.
No. Mi.
Oh,
Nombre.
you like to keep speaking and reading outside of Duolingo? Fair. I think that's a good way. I think for speaking, I definitely wouldn't just use Duolingo. I like the Duolingo stories, but it's definitely fun to maybe find some other stories and try and figure it out that way.
Edad.
Edad. They heard me say I still haven't linked age and edad, so now they're pushing it onto me.
Fácil.
Fácil.
Palabra.
Palabra.
Febrero.
I mean, you know, maybe people do, maybe people don't, but it is a great tool to maybe learn words in different languages. And maybe learn like some parts of like sentence phrasing. But yeah, I think it's definitely best used in combination with hearing like conversation, like actual like native speakers talk in the language. That's definitely a research you should have on the side.
Respuesta ahora.
Necesito respuesta ahora. And respuesta we linked to response. You started Spanish 3.5 months ago. That's exciting. Oh. Una respuesta. Okay, that's fair enough. You tried to understand the difference of le verb and lo la verb. And I read explanations in Spanish while hearing someone reading it. You didn't understand, but still, you know, you tried. A lot of the times I'm like that. I'll just turn on like a Spanish stream and they're just going so fast and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying, but you know, I'll absorb it anyway.
No tengo todas las respuestas. No. Tengo todas las respuestas.
I don't need all the answers. Oh, I don't have all the answers. See, and that's, some people will pick it up quicker and some people won't. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes I'll just like have a stream on and they'll keep repeating one word and of course I'll Google Translate that word. And then I'll just have a new word in my arsenal. You don't understand why it's la versus Laura la. It's basically direct versus indirect objects. Ooh, that's actually interesting.
No sé manejar. Tu dirección.
Necesito saber el nombre del niño. Necesito saber el nombre del niño.
What's direct and indirect? Honestly, in English, I have no idea. Yeah, it's complicated. Direct versus indirect. I think it's maybe like the homework was destroyed by the dog. The direct object is the homework and the indirect object is the dog. No, the dog would be a subject. Something like that. Bruno, ¿tú sabes dónde está la piscina del hotel? Do you know where the hotel pool is?
Tengo que llamar a Luz. No sé dónde está. Necesitamos ir a la estación antes de las 9 porque el tren sale a las 10.
Okay. I gave him a book. Book is direct, him is indirect. Yeah, okay. That would make sense. So I gave him would then be like the other one. Yeah, I might have been doing active and passive. That is probably true. See, my grammar in English is also just lacking. I want that I have no idea what this means. I have that. I have to call Luz. I don't know where I am. It's gonna delete any links you post in here. So if it's a YouTube video, maybe just send the name of the video and I'll look it up. Or if you're in the Discord, you can send links in there. I don't know where I am. We need to go to the station before 9 because the trail leaves at 10. The train, not the trail. So I have to call. I have to call Luz, I'm assuming is a person. I don't know where they are. It said sent instead of send. Oh my goodness. English is a struggle for us all. We need to go to the station before 9 because the train leaves at 10. AS tiene que, they need to take a train.
Yo sé muchas palabras en español.
Sé. Yo sé muchos. I know a lot of words in Spanish. I can maybe say this now. I don't know. Can I? The boy learns many words in the class.
Niño. Aprende. Somos.
Muchas
Palabras. En la clase.
Necesito saber el nombre del hotel.
I need to know the name of the hotel. Oh, that's the name of the video. Let me see. I see. Okay, hold on. Un momento. Let's see. Oop. It's making sounds. It's definitely making sounds. Yes, by Linguriosa. Put on captions. No captions. I mean, I can put on auto-generated Spanish captions. Oh, hold on. I forget that you can't see anything. It does say turn on Spanish subtitles, so if the video tells me to, I might as well. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Oh wait, let me pause my actual background music. Boom. I'll have to adjust audio, probably. It's 5:42. It is 5:42. I have the video. Objecto directo versus objecto indirecto, lo, la, le, se, question mark. Okay, I think all my sound settings should be making sense. I'm keeping an eye on the sound level. Ooh.
Hola, buenas tardes. Lo, le, la. ¿Cuándo se usa el objeto directo y el objeto indirecto? Muy fácil.
Very easy, okay.
Vamos a empezar con el verbo escribir. Y, por ejemplo, escribo a María. A María puede ser un objeto directo o...
It hurts your future comprehension, but if you don't have any experience, sure, if you really want to understand. To be fair, I'm not really looking at the subtitles. I'm mainly looking at the videos, but some people might be in a louder area where they can't hear the video as well, so it's useful for them to have subtitles. But, you know, I think, especially with visuals and stuff, I don't really think the subtitles are going to be something I'm looking at. But I have subtitles on anyway. Right? Yeah, it's also, of course, like, they make mistakes because this is auto-generated. Exactly, and that's why it's good to have subtitles so everybody can enjoy it. Honestly, if I watch anything, I have subtitles on, even in English. My subtitles are on like 100% of the time.
Un objeto indirecto.
Okay.
Porque cuando el objeto directo o el objeto indirecto son persona, siempre tienen la preposición a.
Okay.
Pero el significado, si es directo o si es indirecto, es totalmente diferente, ¿vale? Escribo a María, objeto directo, significa que María recibe la acción de escribir. Pero escribo una carta a María, significa que María recibe indirectamente la acción.
Okay, so in the first sentence, escribo a María, she was the direct object, maybe direct and indirect, I didn't really get that, but at the very least she was direct because she was the only one there. But in this example where it's I'm like writing a card for Maria, she becomes the indirect object because the card, the letter, is the direct object.
De escribir. Con esta frase, escribo a María, no está claro si es un objeto directo o indirecto. Pero con los pronombres sí está claro. Los pronombres
Maybe she explains
de
it
objeto
now.
directo y de objeto indirecto son iguales en todas las personas excepto en las terceras.
I don't know if it's necessarily the differences between 2 and 4. I think it's just... I don't know. Maybe it'll make more sense.
Pronombre de objeto directo masculino singular es lo, femenino singular es la, masculino
And sometimes we're just
plural,
not gonna know.
los, femenino plural las. Pero en el objeto
Okay, so direct objects are always la or lo for usted or las los. Okay.
indirecto da igual si es masculino o femenino. Siempre usamos le cuando
Le,
es singular
okay.
y les cuando es plural. Entonces, si yo literalmente escribo a María, voy a decir la escribo. Pero si yo escribo una carta a María, voy a decir le escribo. Si escribo literalmente a Juan, voy a decir lo escribo, pero si escribo una frase a Juan, voy a decir le escribo. ¿Qué pasa si queremos usar los dos pronombres? Por ejemplo, escribo.
Okay, so once again, indirect, you put the le or les in front of escribo, but direct, you put the la or lo, or the plural version of those.
Una carta a María.
Mm-hmm.
En este caso, no hay confusión, porque el objeto directo es...
I think it makes sense in the sense that once you know if it's indirect or direct, which one to use, but then it just becomes a question of now how do we know if it's indirect or direct. But yeah, so le or les is always for indirect, and la lo is for direct. Yeah, I'm definitely understanding what she's trying to say, especially because she's very good at kind of showing. Like they have this, of course, and then also like using her arm and stuff.
Una carta,
very easy.
Entonces, el objeto indirecto es a María. Una carta es el pronombre la, a María es el pronombre le. Vale, ahora, ¿dónde van los pronombres? Siempre delante del verbo. ¿Y cuál es el orden de los pronombres? Primero el objeto indirecto y después el objeto directo.
Okay.
Entonces, la escribo. Qué fácil, ¿no?
I think I did.
Pues no es correcto. Porque acústicamente no suena bien. Lo siento. Hay otra regla que dice que con los pronombres le y les, el resto no. Me, te,
I think with
nos,
anything like
no,
this, I'm gonna
solo
catch
le
like
y les,
80% of what's going on, maybe.
un
Or
objeto
less.
Directo,
So that makes it
cualquiera,
difficult.
Me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. Cualquiera cambia a se.
Well, I feel like it's the same one that she used with Maria, right? So like writing to Maria is direct, but writing a letter to somebody else, let me go back. But writing a letter to somebody else, then the somebody else becomes indirect. And so then you've got to use, or at least I think that's what she's explaining now.
Les,
Okay.
Esto no, me, te, nos, os, no, solo le y les. Con un objeto directo, cualquiera, me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las, cualquiera, cambia a se.
So I think this part about the se is when it's a indirect plus a direct, then the let turns into a se. And I'm sure she's gonna explain it to us. No, she meant literally writing on Juan. Okay, that's what I was kind of assuming with like her like writing on her, like mimicking writing on her arm. I kind of meant I thought she meant writing on somebody, but I also wasn't really 100% sure. So like when you're directly writing on them, they are the direct object. They're the only thing really in the sentence. But then when you're writing a letter to them, then they become indirect.
Entonces, en este caso, tenemos se la escribo.
Se
Ahora,
la escribo.
¿qué pasa
Okay.
si escribo una carta, pero a Juan? Le la escribo.
Hold on, let me just... Okay, so now she's arguing writing a letter to Juan. We know that a letter is the direct object, and Juan is the indirect object, because that's what we've seen just everywhere before. So it would be la or le, and now she's gonna explain how that is actually not the case.
Escribo, otra vez cambia a se la
Okay.
escribo. ¿Qué pasa
So again,
si escribo
now we use the
una
se.
carta a ellos, a Juan y a María? Nada. Se la escribo.
Okay.
Pero, atención, ¿qué pasa si escribes una carta a mí? Ahora, una carta, objeto directo, todavía es la. A mí es el objeto indirecto, me. Me.
Okay. So, of course, since it's to me, now we don't use le because it's a me, so it's me. So, I think she's gonna say mi la escribo, but then maybe she's also gonna change it to se la escribo. I don't know.
La escribes. Perfecto.
Oh.
No cambiamos nada. Solo cambiamos le, les.
Okay. You only change it to se when it's le or les.
Hacemos otro ejemplo. Pedir. Juan pide 2 libros a Laura.
Yes.
2 libros es el objeto directo, a Laura es el objeto indirecto. Entonces, los y le. Combinación, le los pide.
No.
Se los pide. Regalamos una bicicleta a mis sobrinos.
Okay.
Una bicicleta, objeto directo, la. A mis sobrinos, objeto indirecto, les.
Also, I think this is the same in English, but so far it's always been the case in her examples. The direct object is always before the indirect object, at least in these examples.
¿Les la regalamos? No, se la regalamos.
Okay.
Recordamos que tanto el objeto directo como el objeto indirecto, cuando son personas o animales, siempre tienen la preposición a.
Okay.
El objeto indirecto siempre es una persona o un animal, por eso siempre tiene la preposición a. Bueno, espero que esté clarísimo, tenéis que practicar mucho y podéis escribirme otros ejemplos para ver si son correctos. Muchas gracias por ver el vídeo y suscríbete.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Les. ¿Les la regalamos? No. Se.
Okay. So that's the structure, I suppose. But I think it would be se la regalamos una bicicleta a mis sobrinos. Like, I think you'd still have to bring these two down. But this is just for if you put la or le. Essentially. La is for indirect. La lo is for indirect. No, for direct. And le is for indirect. Is what I got from that one. Essentially. And se is also for indirect. Yeah, it just replaces that one. Let me quickly, I'll finish off this lesson, but let me quickly run the hour 1 ads, because we're a bit late on that, but I didn't want to run it while we were watching the video. But yeah, ads are a great way to support for free. They happen usually every hour. And hopefully you enjoy them. Lelo is cello. I think. Yes, I think so.
¿Quién? Mi. Direct.
Do you know the age of your parents?
Sabes. La edad de tus padres.
Then what's se dice? Oh. Ooh. Honestly, se dice. That's a different use. Okay, so it's like how que has like different uses. Se can also have different uses.
Sé cuán e tú cum.
Boom, I need an answer now.
Una. Respuesta. Ahora.
There we go. You know what? I already think we're definitely not gonna finish all nine units today if it took us like an hour to get one done. But it's fine. It's fine.
Nosotros sabemos dónde está el cine.
We know where the theater is.
¿Sabes quién vive aquí?
Know who lives here. Let's see if we can
Yo no lo sé.
do it a bit quicker.
¿Sabes quién enseña esta clase?
Know who teaches. And once again, I'm kind of just listening to
Sabemos
it.
dónde están los niños. Sabemos dónde los niños.
Listening to it and only like looking up if I run into like a word I just don't remember. I think I understand decently. Do you know where? Nope. Do you know who lives here?
¿Sabes quién vive aquí?
¿Sabes cuándo va Josefina a Cuba? Creo que tiene una reserva en un hotel cerca de la playa. Yo también necesito unas vacaciones.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Lo siento. Lo sé.
I always just want to say no sé. But this is what we were talking about before with the whole object indirect. Direct. That's where this lo comes from.
¿Cómo se escribe gato en español? Escribe gato en español.
How do you write gato, cat in Spanish? How do you say dog in German?
¿Cómo se dice perro en alemán? ¿Sabe usted dónde sale? ¿Sabe?
Exactly. Yeah, we had that before as well, where they were like, how do you say like cat in Italian? I was like, I wonder if I just wrote like the gato in Italian, if they would give it to me. But yeah. It's always fun when they give you that one. How do you say something in another language? I'm like, oh, I could just answer your question for you. Do you know when the concert is?
Sabes. Cuando nadan. Concierto.
Hola, estoy en un bar.
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se dice cerveza en italiano? La camarera no habla inglés y no me entiende.
Okay, we had this one before. And I read this question wrong, which was what problem does he have? And I thought it was he doesn't understand English because I thought we were talking about the waiter, but no, we're talking about the person speaking, and he doesn't speak Italian.
Sabe dónde está Juan.
Sabes. Sabes.
Are you familiar with Germany? Do you know when it has good weather in Berlin, I think? How do you write your name? How is como? Yeah. Oh yeah. ¿Cómo se escribe tu nombre? Yeah, sometimes it seems more like sometimes like I just want to answer their questions for them. Like I could tell you when the concert is, but you don't want me to do that. ¿Cómo se escribe tu nombre? I don't know if it's meant to be tus nombre. Okay. And escribe is just escribe. Okay. Ooh. Tus is plural. Oh, right, it's not possessive. The to itself is already possessive. I don't know if I should add an S to escribes. ¿Cómo se dice? I don't think so. Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if it was meant to be escribes, but you know. We know where the movie theater is. Sabemos, if I can spell. We know. ¿Dónde está? S-L... I think it was theater. I guess it's cine, that makes sense. Cine. ¿Dónde está es el cine? Nosotros sabemos dónde está el cine. Okay, so I feel like... Okay, S shouldn't have been there, that's fair enough, but I feel like I don't need the nosotros sabemos. I feel like I can just have sabemos, but I don't know. Let me try that again. Sabemos dónde está el cine. Okay, so yeah, I didn't need to have the nosotros. So, se dice means how is it said. Go, go, or speed running.
Noviembre. Hacer. Hacer. Empezar.
Empezar.
Manejar.
Manejar.
Yo siempre cocino para la familia.
Cook for the family.
Tengo una reserva en un hotel muy bonito en Río. Tiene una piscina grande y a mí me encanta nadar.
Okay.
¿Tú sabes nadar bien?
I have a beautiful hotel in Rio. It has a pool and I love to swim. Do you know how to swim? Something along those lines. Le gusta el hotel porque they like the hotel because can swim in the pool. Is it reflexive in the way that the gusta refers back to me? I don't know. I have no idea.
Ellos manejan aquellos autobuses.
Drive. Those. What's this? Aqueos. Once again, aqueos just is not ever on my brain. So it's reflexive because the gusta refers back to me. But what isn't reflexive, I have no idea. I don't know. We swim with my dog.
Nosotros nadamos.
Ella nunca maneja en la ciudad.
Drives in the city.
Las chicas nadan en la piscina ahora. En la piscina. Ahora.
See how gusta ends with an A and the present for first person is with O. Oh, okay. So anything like yo quiero wouldn't be reflexive because they both are first person? I don't know.
Ella nunca en la ciudad.
Ella sabe cocinar muchas carnes.
Mis hermanos siempre cocinan la cena. Hermanos, siempre.
Cocinar.
La cena.
La cena. Quiero nadar en mis vacaciones con Ben. ¿Sabes nadar? ¿Conoces a Ben? I want to swim in my vacation with Ben. Do you know how to swim? Are you familiar with Ben? So me gusta doesn't mean directly I like, but something like it is pleasant to me. Oh, okay, okay. So it is pleasant to me. Yo quiero would then be I want, which isn't like reflexive, because want... Yes. I don't know. I don't know where that thought's going. Grammar in any language is gonna be rough, and I'm just hoping that I'll just pick it up along the way. Which says it's not reflective. Like, me amo first, but me gusta third. Okay.
Él nada en la piscina cada. Nada.
Yo no sé manejar este carro.
Don't know how to drive this car. Manejar is like getting better for me to remember.
Mamá, siempre. Cocina.
Comida buena or buena comida? I forget the order for these.
Comida. Buena.
Okay, both worked. There we go.
Tú no sabes nadar.
What meats do you know how to cook? What? And I'm turning back to my notebook. So even though what meat is plural, I think they would still make me do this on Duolingo. Cocinar. ¿Qué carne sabes cocinar? So I can't have the two in there at all. Or maybe they're marking me down because I spelled cocinar wrong. Sabe how to cook cocinar. Carnes diferentes. Oh, the carnes, you think? Maybe. ¿Qué carnes sabes cocinar? Okay. This time I got it right. There we go. We're moving up again. We're almost in the promotion zone. I'll be honest, all of this reflexivity is just going straight over my head. No idea what's going on anymore.
Con tus amigos?
Sing with your friends.
Lengua.
Lengua.
Mayo.
Mayo.
Hacer.
Hacer.
Cerrar.
Cerrar.
Yo canto en ¿Cuánto? Canto.
Idioma.
Idioma. Lengua. What's the other one? Lengua.
Japonés.
Japonés.
Oscuro.
Oscuro.
Cocinar.
Cocinar. My father knows how to read Japanese.
Padre sabe
Leer.
japonés.
And this is because Sabe already has the other version. But in most cases, it refers to the same person. Okay. Juan quiere ir a Japón, pero no sabe hablar japonés, solo hablo español. Do you know how to speak Chinese?
Usted saben.
Hablar.
Habla chino.
Mi padre sabe leer japonés.
Mi padre sabe leer japonés. My father knows how to read Japanese.
Sabemos hablar las mismas lenguas. Sabemos.
Hablar. Las mismas lenguas, I think.
Sabemos hablar las mismas lenguas.
We know how to speak more languages. I forget mismas again. The same. Okay, wait, let me write that down because I feel like I've made this mistake a couple of times now. So mismas is same. Ow. And hopefully the act of writing it down will help me remember it And then it'll also be on my notebook. If I do forget, I can look at it. But that has helped us learn some words in the past, I will admit.
Quiero viajar a China, pero no sé hablar su lengua. Para mí, el idioma chino no es fácil, pero con Duo aprendo muchas palabras nuevas.
Oh, okay. This is just Duolingo advertisement. So somebody wants to travel to China, but they don't speak the language. They think it's very hard, but you learn a lot of words on Duolingo. Que es difícil la lengua china. Why, thank you. I appreciate that you think this stream is so very W. I think writing things down is a good way because the muscle memory of your hand might help. Of course, if you write it a bunch. But also this way, I have it like on my notebook. And then sometimes I'll be like, I know this is written in my notebook. I know it's on like the 3rd page in the bottom corner. And then some ways like that, without even looking at my notebook, I can still remember the word. So it just sometimes helps. It's helped with a couple words. But yeah, this whole bit I understood without looking at it. So I was just listening. And I kind of got the gist of the sentence, if you will.
Son mis canciones favoritas.
Son mis canciones
favoritas.
These are my favorite songs. They are. Once again, I still think it would be more of a these are my favorite songs in English. I think we had this one before and we argued about it. But you know, I sing very well in Spanish. Yo
En español.
I sing very well in Spanish. Soy aburrido. Sabes cantar bien. Conoces. A Shakira o las canción Estoy aquí. I'm bored. Do you know how to sing well? Do you know, are you familiar with Shakira's song Estoy aquí? Estos son, these are. Ellos son, they are. That makes sense, yeah. When it's skipped, it's always ellos. Okay. You sing in the concert today. Tú, ustedes.
Cantan en hoy.
Ustedes cantan en el concierto hoy. Are you formal? Sing in the concert today.
Sabemos cantar las mismas canciones.
Imagine ustedes. We know how to sing the same songs. There we go. My mismas is already better. I think mismas is kind of a fun word to say. I don't know. Mismas? I'm a fan of that word. I don't know how to sing in German. Yo no sé how to sing, cantar, en alemán. There we go. El mismo tiempo, the same time. The same time, al mismo tiempo, the same weather. Nosotros sabemos cantar a mismas. At the same time. Okay, songs. Canciones. Okay, now I sing the same. Is it el mismas? Like, do we do that here? La mismas. Okay. La mismas. Okay. Las. Oh yeah, it's plural. Thank you for catching that one. At Duolingo, you are muy bueno. Gracias, gracias. I try. What's I try? Yo pruebo? The same time as al mismo tiempo. Okay. So the al is important. Boom. Tratar. I see. Intrater. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if it depends on context. Oh wow, okay. We're done with this one. Hopefully. No mistakes. I need an answer now.
Necesito una respuesta ahora.
I've heard that before. People keep coming in and saying, well, not a bunch, it's happened once before, that I have a French accent and I don't know where it comes from, I'll be honest. Necesita una respuesta ahora. My mistake here was I forgot the una. We don't know. No, we do know. Nosotros sabemos dónde está la cine. Is it la or el? Okay. ¿Dónde está el cine? What meats do you know how to cook? ¿Qué carne tú sabes how to cocinar? Carnes. Okay, I keep making this mistake. That's
Sabemos
fine.
cantar las mismas canciones.
We know how to sing the same... Nope. Same songs. There we go. Speedrunning now.
No sabemos la edad de nuestro maestro. No. Sabemos. Edad.
The age.
De la maestro.
Maybe.
No sabemos la edad de nuestro maestro.
De nuestro
maestro. No sabemos la edad de nuestro maestro.
Okay. La edad.
Edad de maestro.
So I don't know, or we don't know, the age of the new teacher. Our teacher.
Sabemos hablar las mismas lenguas.
I keep mixing up our versus new. That's a mistake I see myself making just constantly. We know how to speak the same languages. Las mismas lenguas. So once again, it is the la or las. Las mismas.
Ellos quieren cantar en el concierto. Quieren. El cantar. En concierto. Ellos quieren cantar en el concierto.
Okay.
El concierto.
Ellos quieren cantar en el concierto. They want to sing in the concert.
No sé cantar esta canción.
I don't know how to sing this. Song this sing. Yep, song this sing, everybody. Song this sing. We have the same problems. Tenemos los mismos
problemas.
Okay, so now it is a los. And accordingly, mismos changes to mismas changes to mismos. Las is just the article, not indirect object. I see. Okay. So in this case, it's the. The same problems, which is interesting. So does the same relate back to tenemos? Because problemas is feminine, but then the los is masculine. Right? Los mismos is masculine, or las mismos is mismas is feminine. Like in this phrase, it's the masculine version of the word. Problemas aren't feminine. Oh, okay, that's the mistake I'm making. But then it just didn't mean to do that. It just refers back to problemas, I guess. Okay.
¿Qué autobús podemos tomar para ir al museo? ¿Podemos ir en metro también? No sabemos manejar y la ciudad es muy grande.
Yeah, I guess it is el problema. Yeah, sometimes some words are just outliers occasionally. What autobus what bus can we take to the museum? Can we also take a metro? I don't know how to drive, and the city is very big. Okay, so that was the mistake I was making. I forget that problema isn't feminine. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more annoying. No van en carro porque he can't ride a car because he doesn't know how to drive. Don't you know your brother's age? No.
Sabes. De. Edad.
No.
Edad. De. Tu. Hermano.
I think it's this way. El agua is feminine. Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. Which character do I like the most and dislike the most? I like the character that likes purple a lot. I also just like the bear because it's a bear. It's just a bear. I don't know if I dislike any of them, I'll be honest. I don't know how to cook very good rice. I don't know how to cook any good rice. Yo no sé. Oh, I do know. Yo sé.
Sí.
See, my brain always wants to say I don't know. Yo sé. I know how to cook.
Cocinar.
Very good.
Bueno. Arroz.
No, okay. Yo sé cocinar un arroz muy bueno. Okay. I'll accept that mistake.
Sé. Cocinar un arroz muy bueno.
That is a mistake, I guess. They just wanted me to phrase it a different way. That's fine. One mistake. One mistake. Oh, double XP. We're moving up in the world. The oso, yeah, I think it is, oso would be bear in Spanish. Because I know, like, they use osito as well, so, like, little bear. Okay, let's rush through practice, because we can do practice. Cansas? Cantas. That's close.
No sabemos la edad de nuestro maestro.
They are my favorite song.
Ellas. Mis. Favorito.
Son mis. Okay. When you say to the same time, it's al mismo tiempo, but when it's just the same time, it's al mismo tiempo. Oh, okay, see. To the same. But when it's just the same, it's el.
Este gato es muy gordo.
Este gato es muy... I think.
Este gato es muy gordo.
If I can type in English, well, this is technically typing in Spanish, so I suppose. I am in the same hotel. Estoy en el mismos. There we go. So it's mismos because it's el. It would be mismas if it was la. Mismo, it's not plural. It's not plural. They keep giving me answers that they really shouldn't be giving me. This shouldn't have been marked as correct. But it's okay. Julio. Ooh, I think it's this. So Julio is familiar with a waiter in the hotel. She knows how to speak a lot of languages and wants and can help.
Esta silla es menos cómoda.
I have no idea what that word was.
Esta silla es menos cómoda. Esta silla es menos cómoda. Esta silla es menos cómoda. Esta silla es menos cómoda.
This is not the correct spelling for this. I have no idea what this one is. The seat. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Now I remember. Sia. This, I think, deserves to be written down because at this rate, if I can't even hear it, then we are in trouble. got that one written down. Esta silla es menos cómoda. There we go. Yeah, I think it's, my brain wasn't even aware that this word existed until like 2 minutes, well not 2 minutes, like an hour ago. So for it then to hear it, it was just, yeah, silla. Now it makes sense. If I hear it now, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it says silla. But all I could really hear was like a CS sound, C, and then the A. That was all I could really hear. I just, of course, double L is basically silent, right? So. But I wish I would have been able to hear that. That would have been nice. They drive.
Ellos manejan. Diferente.
Mis abuelos son un poco bajos.
Abuelos. Yeah, I think once you hear it more often, it'll be easier to hear it, but the first couple times will definitely be difficult.
Mis abuelos son un poco bajos.
Poco bajos. My grandparents are a little short. Okay. We swim. Nosotros nadamos con mi perro. There we go. Do you feel menos? No. No. Te sientes peor hoy. There we go. That was a fun word to learn. We are in the same station.
Estamos en la estación.
So estación. Oh yeah, we went over this last time. Usually if words end in C-I-O-N or S-I-O-N, they're feminine, which is why it's la misma. Si esos zapatos son mejores, son muy bonitos y más cómodos que las otros. Yes, these shoes are better. They are more beautiful and more comfortable than others. We had this one before. Do you know? ¿Sabes?
Son mis canciones favoritas.
Okay. I think I got this one wrong because I threw in an ES, I think. And there we go. XP's rising. Do you know when my birthday is?
Sabes.
When?
Es. Cumple.
But the issue with doing the practice ones, which is what we're doing, is anytime I don't stream to keep my streak going, I do practice questions. So it's aware that I know a lot of the like new information. So a lot of the times it'll give me like sentence structures or words that were like all the way in the beginning. And I'm like, wow, I haven't heard this word in like months, which is quite funny.
Qué divertido es este lugar. Podemos montar a caballo y nadar en el río. A la noche, comemos comida mexicana y bailamos.
Okay. I think it's just because it has a lot of different things. Because he was talking about having this type of food and going dancing and doing this and that, so I think it's this one. I don't know your address, no sé.
Este mensaje es menos importante.
Es menos importante. Este mensaje es menos importante.
Este mensaje es menos importante.
This message is less important.
¿Sabe usted dónde está Juan?
You know where Juan is.
¿Cómo se dice gato en italiano?
¿Cómo se dice gato en italiano? I feel like they should know the answer to this question themselves already. I want to know. Quiero saber.
Qué elegante es esta falda.
I think it's also just gatto. It might have a double T, but I think Italian they both just have gatto. This sentence structure. This skirt is so elegant. I like this structure.
Este libro es el peor.
Libro es el peor. Do you know who is in the kitchen? Yeah, I think it was double T. I think that's the only difference. But I don't speak any Italian, so I can't be sure.
Sabes.
¿Quién?
Está. La.
Cocina. There we go. Francia es tan interesante. France is very interesting. Los museos son los más grandes.
¿De qué?
Okay, this is interesting. Okay. France is very interesting. The museums are much bigger than ever. Are bigger than ever. And the suitcases, the tickets, are much cheaper than in my country. So here it's a comparison, and here it's than everything. Something like that. I don't think they've given us this phrasing before, so that was very, just out of nowhere. I know how to drive a bus. I don't know how to drive a bus.
Un auto.
Las noches aquí son tan frías en enero como en febrero. Ahora es invierno y nieva todos los días.
It's cold here in January and February. Currently it's cold and rains all the time. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Rain.
Las noches aquí son tan frías en enero como en febrero. Ahora es invierno y nieva todos los días.
Okay, it doesn't say anything about being cold. You know how to drive a bus, you just don't know how to avoid accidents. Fair. Okay, so it is just cold.
Ella
Fair.
es la más elegante de las chicas.
Most elegant of the girls. Yeah, you know, I guess you could say that you know how to drive a bus, you just don't know how to avoid accidents. Fair enough. Yo no sé.
Las noches aquí son tan frías en enero como en febrero.
I'm not gonna listen to it all again. That was a long sentence, to be fair. There we go. 4 minutes of double XP. Can I finish in 4 minutes? Yo canto.
Este.
Okay.
Es. El. Dormitorio. Veo. Dormitorio.
It's probably gas pedal. I think you do call it a gas pedal. Yeah.
Mi mamá me canta en la noche.
Me canta en el noche. Mi mamá me canta en la noche, okay. One button will work, exactly. Yo necesito saber el nombre de el niño. Del, okay. Oh, I guess, yeah, you combine them. You said la, it said el, yeah, sometimes.
Él nada en la piscina todos los días.
Piscina. Oh, I get it now.
Él nada en la piscina todos los días.
I was like, what is this el nada? But it's he swims. That makes sense. Do you know, said, ¿dónde está Juan? Mi abuelo sabe how to hablar chino. There we go. Yo no sé dónde está. Oh, cuando. I just misread the sentence. I'm going too quickly. Do you know? Tú sabes how to speak. Hablar. We're speedrunning and it's making me make mistakes. You study. Estudias. Dos lenguas. Esta chaqueta es más bonita. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and have a until next time, I do suppose. The dog is lazier than the cat. El perro es más Oh, I don't think we've seen lazier. Perezoso. Perezoso. I don't know. Then que el gato. Perezoso. I don't think I've seen that one.
Mi mamá me canta en la noche.
Yo no sé cuándo. Okay, I can't spell, but that's fine. And we made it in time for the 51 seconds. That's exciting. Okay, the goal was to see if I could do all 9 of these topics, if you will, in one stream. We're already coming up on the 2-hour mark, so I don't know if we'll get all of them done, because we've gotten 3 done in 2 hours. But we'll at least hopefully get to the story. I could just skip the levels, like I'd have to like do this, but I don't. Sometimes it's just fun to learn, because then it helps me learn new words. Like a lot of this, I am learning new things. Maybe I'll try and skip unit 32, because I feel like I can easily talk about likes. Yeah, I suppose that is the point. Let's talk about interests and hopefully get to the story, because stories are always fun. Why, thank you. I like the little, I was about to say Among Us. It's definitely not Fall Guys. There we go. Fall Guys emoji. I don't think I've seen that one before.
Tengo una foto de Madonna.
Oh, that's interesting. A photo of Madonna. I don't.
¿Te interesa la conversación? Eddie y yo queremos ir a México.
Are you interested in the conversation? Eddie and I want to go to Mexico. Sí, a mí también me interesa México. I am also interested in Mexico.
Nos interesa viajar a Europa.
Interested in traveling to Europe.
Una foto bonita.
A pretty picture photo. A ti te interesa viajar en verano, pero a tus amigos les interesa viajar en invierno. ¿Quieres viajar en otros países? You're gonna travel to different places, different countries. Yeah, traveling can be quite fun, for sure. And then you can experience new languages and new cultures. So here the te is because it's a T, and les it's because it's plural friends. A usted les interesa la música clásica? Hoy hay un concierto. They've given me the hoy hay before, and it's just so difficult for me to pronounce next to each other.
Me interesa visitar este parque de Madrid.
I'm interested in visiting a park in Madrid. I'm also interested. A mi hermano le interesa la cultura mexicana. A mí me interesa la música. I'm interested in music, and my brother is interested in Mexican culture.
Nos interesa el fútbol.
We are interested in soccer and football. A ti y a mí nos interesa ver la foto de la ciudad. A mi papa le interesa conocer la ciudad. So to you and me, we are interested in watching pictures of the city, and my dad is interested in getting to know the city. Pero cuando pregunto en español, quiero una respuesta en español. Sí. That's true. ¿Cuándo? When questions are asked in Spanish, you want to answer in Spanish. That's fair enough. To be fair, I didn't even really realize I didn't read it as a question. I just kind of read it as a statement. But yeah, that's fair enough.
Nos interesa esta conversación.
Conversación. En esta conversación.
Siempre tenemos conversaciones interesantes.
Conversaciones. Esta muy... no, esta conversación meant this conversation interests me a lot. Yeah. El foto. La foto. Okay. What class is Manuel interested in?
¿Qué clase? Manuel.
I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. My parents are interested in playing tennis.
Padres. Interesa. Tenis.
A mis padres les interesa jugar al tenis. Okay. Accept that mistake. La foto. A mis
padres
les
interesa al juegas al
no
tenis.
I think it is this way. Okay. There we go. And then while I continue talking about my interests, we are going to run the hour 2 ads, because otherwise they would run by themselves anyway. But they're a great way to support me for free, and you can always not watch ads by subscribing. But we'll be back in just a minute, and I'll still be talking about my interests because we've got 5 whole lessons of this, so you probably won't miss too much.
Estos libros son importantes
These
para
books are important to me. They're not very important, just regular level important.
Yo no dibujo bien.
I don't draw well.
Los estudiantes dibujan en la clase.
The students draw in class. A ellas les interesa mucho surfear, to surf. A todos los veranos ellas viajan a la playa. So they are very interested in surfing. Every summer they travel to the beach.
Manuel siempre viaja a Francia.
Manuel siempre viaja a Francia. Manuel always travels to France.
Me gusta mucho la pintura europea.
Me gusta mucho la pintura europea. That's interesting. Yeah, sometimes there's not a lot of ads available in one country and then they don't do ads at all. But I never heard of like just no ads all the time, which is pretty interesting. Can't complain, I suppose. Me gusta mucho la pintura Europa. I very much like European paintings. A mí no. Solo me interesa el deporte. Oh, I'm not. I'm only interested in sport.
Nosotros no somos europeos.
We are not European. Yep. This painting is very pretty.
Es bonito.
Te.
Interesante.
Are you interested in going to museums? Are you interested? Are you plural interested in beaches? Something like that.
El museo tiene muchas pinturas interesantes.
Museum has interesting paintings. A lot of interesting paintings.
El arte europeo es interesante.
European art is interesting. They viajan, they travel.
Nuestras conversaciones son importantes.
Importantes. What is S? Arte. So it's el arte.
La niña dibuja muy bien.
Dibujan. Because it's not plural. Nosotros I think it's nos interesa arte. A nosotros nos interesa el arte. Okay. I'm interested. A mí me interesa este museo. Okay. A nosotros nos interesa el arte. Okay, I did misspell nosotros. That's fair enough. There we go. We're moving up. We're moving up. Let's see what we can get done.
El básquetbol no es mi deporte preferido.
Is not my favorite sport.
¿Tú juegas al tenis?
Do you play tennis? Tú jugar.
Jugar.
I think it's this way. You play football. Are you interested in playing on the beach with us? Yes.
¿Cuáles son tus ciudades preferidas? A mí me gusta Londres.
Which are your favorite cities? My favorite is I like London. Oh, my sister does as well. My sister also loves London. Yep, there we go. Nosotros queremos practicar basquetbol hoy porque mañana tenemos un partido en otra ciudad.
Partido.
We want to practice basketball because today because tomorrow we have a game in another city.
Me interesa ver un partido de básquetbol en Boston.
I'm interested in watching a game of basketball in Boston. Juan as well. It's his favorite sport.
Jugamos al básquetbol en el invierno.
We play basketball in the winter. We often play in the park. A menudo.
El
el parque. There we go. En las vacaciones siempre
jugamos.
Juega al basketball, pero Ben nunca jugamos con nosotros. I think we had this one before, last week, and we got into discussion of this doesn't have any it could have also been jugamos if you put a full stop here, because there's no information. Oh, yes, I got that one wrong. A nosotros nos interesa jugar al fútbol. Queremos ir al partido final en Barcelona. Are you interested in playing today?
Le interesa. Hoy.
I think it's okay.
¿Te gusta practicar fútbol?
Practicar. Okay, I misspelled that, but it's fine. It gives me all the misspellings anyway. What is your favorite sport? Favorito. Okay.
¿Cuáles son tus clases favoritas?
¿Cuáles? Which are your favorite classes? And then we get to correct our mistakes. I'm not interested in practicing football. A mí, no me interesa.
Practicar béisbol.
No me interesa jugar al tenis hoy.
Nope. Playing tennis today. What? But it's plural.
Juega.
And there we go. Only one mistake, actually. Just a couple more.
Escuchamos la radio en la mañana.
We listen to the radio in the morning. A mí me gusta ir a fiestas en Barcelona. Esta ciudad es muy divertida.
Ella quiere estudiar otras asignaturas.
Wants to study other subjects.
A mi padre le encanta escuchar la radio.
There we go. A Ana le interesa bailar en el hotel, pero a su novia no le interesan las fiestas. I think it's this way because las fiestas is plural, so I think interesa has to be plural, but bailar en hotel isn't plural.
Esto es muy divertido.
Esto. Okay.
Este grupo de música toca en Londres. ¿Te gusta el rock?
Plays. Okay, this music group plays in London. Are you interested? Do you like rock music, I suppose? I like it, but my girlfriend does not.
Me interesa mucho esta asignatura.
Very interested in this subject.
¿Les interesa ver partidos de fútbol en Barcelona?
My husband is, but I am not. Do you like this grupo? These players lose a lot of games. That's just not very nice to say.
Estos jugadores pierden muchos partidos.
There we go.
¿Por qué no escuchamos la radio?
Why don't we? Yep, we listen to the radio. We have 2 parties this week. Tenemos
dos partidos semana.
Fiestas. Oh, I keep mixing up partidos and fiestas when I don't take the time to think about it. Me interesa.
Interesan.
Now I'm just rushing. Okay. ¿Qué es eso? That's what I want to say, but that is in fact not Spanish. Esto. Fernanda te
interesan. Interesan.
You are interested in getting to know other museums? Because I am not interested in museums. Okay. I'm interested in getting to know other. Otros. Okay. And then all our mistakes.
Muy divertido.
Tenemos dos.
Esta.
Interesa.
Plural because grupos europeos is plural. There we go. And then, okay, I think what I'm gonna do is leave it here today because when you do the last lesson, 5 out of 5, you get whatever 15 minutes of double XP. So we can do that at the start of next stream. Then we have double XP for the story and for whatever other lessons we have, and then we can finish the unit. To be fair, doing like 1 unit every 2 streams isn't terrible pacing, I will admit. I think that's, we're making good progress, and I think maybe for the next unit I'll try and see if I can skip it, to see if that's a skill I have. And then hopefully with the double XP we can move up the rank, even though I don't really care about the ranking, but at the end of the day, we are sometimes trying to get some of these quests fulfilled. So we do need to still finish first at some point. Because, like, why not, But I think that would be a good way to start next stream. But so far, 40 days, and we've not used any freeze streaks. I'm pretty proud of that. A perfect month. Hopefully we can keep this going, keep practicing. If I'm not streaming, I'll still be doing my practice. I should be back one of these next few days. Probably tomorrow, the day after, I don't know. One of these days I should be back. Hopefully soon, so we can finish, we can continue improving. I'll continue to watch some Spanish on Twitch, hopefully, and get some better native speaker input when I speak Spanish, and hopefully we can keep improving. But either way, thank you for hanging out with me today. As always, feel free to check out my other socials. where I post when I'm not live on here, although currently I am mainly live over on my Twitch. And feel free to check out my Discord, where I post when I go live, because sometimes Twitch doesn't send out notifications, and then this is a good way to always make sure you know when I'm live, and you can chat with lots of other lovely people. Indeed, hasta luego. I'll see you when I see you, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. And we're still super duper close to our current follow goal, so maybe one of these days we'll reach that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you very soon. Until then, have a good day, and I guess hasta luego, or hasta mañana, or hasta whenever I see you. Alright, enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.